So variables are nothing but it is a container to store any kind of data. As we have a proper definition, variables are named memory location that have a type. So you can store any type of data into your variable. It can be integer, it can be float, it can be character. So based on the type, you can store the value into your variable. Okay, and while you're defining a variable, we have three different terms. Here I have given the example. So the first one is data type followed by variable name, and we are assigning the value to the variable. So here int is a data type, variable name, and 20 is the value, that is an integer value, and this will be stored into your memory. So this is one example for defining a variable. So the user can store any type of data into a variable based on the type that we have defined initially. So that is a variable. And in today's session, we are having these 5 topics that we are going to discuss. First one is how can we able to naming a variable, and the second one is how to define a variable, how to declare a variable, and what is variable initialization, followed by what are the different types of variables we have. And the next one is we have certain rules for naming a variable. So it will start with a variable must not have any digits. We can have digits in variable, but it should not start with digits. But a variable can begin with alphabet or underscore. That is the second rule. And the third rule is variable in C are case sensitive. That means your uppercase variable name and the lowercase variable names are treated differently. And your variable must not contain any special characters or symbol in it. So that should be very important. And white spaces are not allowed in between the variable name. And your variable should not be of same name in the same scope. And the next one is a variable name cannot be a keyword also. So these are all some of the rules we have to follow while naming a variable. And here we have certain examples for valid and invalid variable names. Based on the rules that we have discussed, we have certain rules and regulations. So based on that, we have some variables example. So the first one is valid variable names. So these are all some of the valid variable names, and these are all some of the invalid variable names. We should not start with the digits like this 56, but we can have digits in your variable, but it should not start with any digits, and we should not have any special character in it, and we should not have any space in the variable. And the next thing is defining a variable. How can we able to define your variable? So here we have some examples for defining a variable. So the first one is int variable name. So int is the data type followed by the variable name. So what is that? It is a variable type. Based on that, we are going to store the value, and followed by identifier. We can call it as a variable as a identifier also. So this is the proper definition of variable, and based on that we'll allocate the value to the variable. Here we have another example, character choice. And the next thing is declaration. Okay, so what is the actual difference between your definition and declaration? So while you are defining a variable, I will not allocate memory. The declaration will not do it, but while you are doing your definition or your initialization, your value will have a memory that we have a place in it. Okay, so that is the difference between your variable declaration and definition, because while you're defining, we are assigning the type, that is integer. So 2 bytes will be allocated to the particular variable, but it is not possible in the declaration part. So that is the difference between your definition and the declaration. And before going to initialization, why we are in need of initialization? When the variable is defined, but if it is not initialized, that is not a proper way of using that. So we have to initialize with a prescribed data. So what kind of value we are going to store once we are going to use the variable value. And the next thing is variable initialization. So variable initialization is nothing but assigning some value to the variable based on the type that we have. So here it is an integer, so we are storing 23 into it. Here it is a floating point, so we are assigning 22.3 into my variable demo1. And the next one is types. Of course, we are going to store different type of data into a variable. So we have different types in it. Here are some of the types of values that we are going to store it into your variable. And the next thing is, what are all the different types of variables we have in C programming? So the first one is local variable. So from the name itself, we can able to understand. So what is local variable? It is the scope of the variable will be only inside the function block. It cannot be used outside. So if here is an example for local variable, so the result is equal to 5. So we cannot able to use this to outside your program. So that is not possible. So this is an example for local variable. So the scope is only inside the function or block of code, and it will end after that point. So that is what a local variable. And the next one is global variable. It is a vice versa of your local variable. The scope is throughout your program until the end of the program. Even it is outside the function block also, it will be accessible. So that is the scope of your global variable. Here we have one example for global variable. So this is local variable and this is global, and the scope is only inside the function block. But if you are taking global variable, it is throughout your program. So the value will be printed as 2 and 5. So this scope of the global variable, even though it is defined outside the main function, it will be accessed throughout your program, that is your sum. So output will be 2. So that is the nature of your global variable. And the next one is static variable. So static variable, we can compare it with the local variable. But what is the difference between your local and the static means your static variable can preserve its value and it cannot be reinitialized again in your program. That is the main difference between your local and the static variable. We cannot able to reinitialize the particular variable. Once it is defined, it is a static one. We cannot able to reinitialize this value with the same variable. And the next one is automatic variable. So what is automatic variable in C? It is different from your local variable and the global variable. So this scope will be get over once it comes out of the function block, and it will clear the memory also. It will clear the memory, and the other we can able to store other values and variable into the same memory location. So that is the main use of having automatic variable. And the last but not the least, extend variable. This is mainly used to increase the visibility of the program. So we can able to compare this with global variable. So global variable we can able to use throughout your program, but your extend variable, it is one step ahead of your global variable. We can able to use any files, any other files also with the help of extend. Once it is defined, with the help of this extend keyword, we can use this variable scope into other files also. But if you're taking global variable, it is only inside the file or inside the same program, but throughout your program. But extend, it is somewhat next level of your global variable. We can use it in other files also. So that is the use of your extend variable. So these are some of the types of variables we should aware of while you are having in C programming. So this is all about your variable concepts. Thank you, everyone.